You have just heard Richard Diamond, Private Detective, starring Dick Powell. Helen was played by Virginia Gregg, Lieutenant Levinson by Ed Begley. Also in our cast were Wilms Herbert, Nestor Paiva, Paul Frees, and David Ellis.
Really, Vance, don't you think you're being a little obvious?
Don't you think she rates it, Markham? Have you ever seen a more beautiful woman?
You've been staring at her for an hour. Is our foremost private investigator doing some really private investigating?
That is a leading question, Markham. The district attorney should know better than to prompt a witness. Besides, you haven't conceded that she's beautiful.
I concede.
Oh, she's much prettier than that, my friend. Besides, I'm certain she's been trying to attract my attention.
Vance, she's dining with a gentleman. Both of them seem to me to be minding their own business. Are you sure you're not using a little hopeful imagination?
Quite. Do you know the man she's with by any chance?
No, I don't. Fact is, I can't make out his face very well. You can see a scar on it. I imagine he's about 40, and he's relatively bald and quite stocky.
There's something familiar about him. And there's something very lovely about his blonde companion.
Yes, there is.
I think she's... Markham, did you see that?
Did I see what?
They're leaving, and I could swear she indicated she wanted me to follow her.
You intend to go after her?
Yes.
Vance, wars have been fought over less. Well, our check is paid. Let's go.
They've just passed the head waiter. We can probably catch them in the foyer before they get into the street.
All right, but after we do catch them, then what?
That all depends on whether I did get a signal from the lady. Well, here we are.
Too late, Vance. They've already gone out the street door. Oh, no, the man is still here. You see that chap, the one with the scar? Oh, there he is, sitting over there in that chair.
The man is still here. That's the breaks I get. Come with me a minute, will you?
Right.
I beg your pardon, sir.
Well, what is it?
The young lady you were dining with, would you mind telling me where she is?
What are you talking about?
He's talking about the young lady you were dining with. We've been watching the two of you inside for over an hour.
I'm very sorry, but I'm afraid you gentlemen were mistaken.
What do you mean?
I haven't been with any young lady all evening.
Come on now, Miss Foster. Tell the sergeant what you told me.
No, I can't talk.
What's going on, Williams? What is all this? This is Miss George Foster, Sergeant.
Foster, eh? It was her husband who was murdered a couple of hours ago?
That's right. Sergeant Heath is up at her house now, looking the place over. I found her on my beat, crying, just like she is now, so I brought her here to headquarters.
I see. Mrs. Foster. Mrs. Foster.
Yes, what is it?
You want to take it easy, Mrs. Foster. Let Officer Williams take you back to your house.
No, I don't want to go back there. I don't ever want to go back. My husband was shot. I saw him shoot my husband. I don't ever want to go back to that house.
You saw who shot your husband, Mrs. Foster? Did you know the man?
No, I didn't.
Can you describe him?
Yes, I know exactly what it looks like.
Well, that'll help us find him. Williams, take down the description Mrs. Foster gives you. Then take her into the rogues gallery and see if she can find the man in our files. We're liable to crack this case without leaving headquarters.
Hello, Philo Vance speaking.
This is Markham, Vance. Are you entirely recovered from that little restaurant scene last night?
Not quite. I'd hate to believe that girl wasn't attractive enough to stay in my memory overnight. Don't tell me you found out something about her.
No, that isn't the reason for my call. A man named Foster was murdered last evening, Vance, just about the time we were having dinner.
Between 7 and 8 o'clock, you mean?
Yes, his wife saw the killing, was able to describe the man who fired the shot. More than that, she made a positive identification from a rogues gallery photograph. The killer was a man named Norman James.
Really?
Yes, really.
Well, you're entitled to an easy case once in a while, Markham. This sounds as if you have one.
Does it?
Well, doesn't it?
Listen, the man Mrs. Foster positively identifies as having killed her husband at 7:30 last night is the man we watched every minute between 7 and 8. The man who was dining with that beautiful blonde.
goes on a red 9? A black 10?
A black 8. Look, beautiful, babies can play solitaire. Why can't you?
Maybe because I'm not a baby. What goes on a red queen?
A yellow pumpkin.
What?
Don't bother me. I'm busy. I'm reading.
There's a very good picture of you in the papers, Norman.
Ah, it's not so good.
Oh, I think it's beautiful. Shows that scar on your face so clear. Daddy,
Now, what is it?
that Mr. Vance you told me to make eyes at in the restaurant's awful cute.
That Mr. Vance happens to be awful smart. You make sure you never talk to him, never see him again. You understand that?
But he doesn't know who I am. How could I ever talk to him or see him?
You know who he is.
Sure.
You could go to see him. Only, baby, you're not that stupid, are you?
Who says I'm stupid?
You do every time you open your mouth.
What?
This newspaper says that I'm going to be arrested for murder. Because of you, the district attorney and Philo Vance are going to be my alibi. They'll swear they saw me in the restaurant with you at the time George Foster was shot.
Now, Mrs. Foster, please calm down for just one moment. You seem to have made a terrible mistake.
It wasn't a mistake, Mr. Markham. I swear it wasn't. I saw the man who killed my husband. It was this Norman James, the man whose picture I picked out from the police files.
But, Mrs.
I couldn't
Foster...
have been mistaken. I saw him. I'll never forget his face when he shot my husband. He did it, I tell you. He did it.
Mrs. Foster, I dislike saying this to you, but it would be physically impossible for him to be in the restaurant where I saw him between 7 and 8 o'clock and at your house killing your husband at the very same time. Now, wouldn't it?
I don't know, and I don't care.
And there is a possibility, of course, that Norman James had a twin brother, in which case I can figure out what happened. We're checking into his background now.
Look, Mr. Markham, you're the district attorney. You know all about murders and alibis and all that sort of thing. I don't know anything about them. All I know is my husband was killed, and I saw the man who did it, and that man was Norman James. I swear it was Norman James.
I don't doubt either your sincerity or your identification, Mrs. Foster, but there are certain... Excuse me. Come in.
Mr. Markham?
Yes, Williams, what is it?
We made a thorough check on Norman James' background, Mr. Markham. He was an only child. No brothers or sisters, twin or any other kind. That's definite.
I see. Thank you, Williams.
Right?
Well, now what? So the man had no twin brother. I saw him kill my husband, and you say you saw him in the restaurant at the same time.
I not only saw him, I spoke to him in the foyer.
Well, then what does this mean?
Mrs. Foster, I say to you in all sincerity, I wish I knew.
Daddy, I've got it.
What?
A black 2 goes on a red 3, right?
Betty, baby, you're a genius.
Then take me out somewhere for dinner. Geniuses get hungry, too, you know.
You're going to stay right here in your apartment. You'll have your dinner sent in. You're not going to move out of this place until I say so.
Oh, why do I have to stay right here in my apartment? Why can't I go out?
You can go out during the day, but keep away from any place where a man might see you.
Oh?
I don't want Philo Vance tracking you down. I don't want them talking to you.
I never talk to strangers.
Somehow, Betty, baby, what you have makes strangers talk to you. Right now, I'm on Easy Street. Nobody's got a thing on me. And except for one little detail, I'm completely in the clear.
Hey, who could that be?
Could be the detail I was talking about. Right on time, too. I'll go to the door. You take my gun out of my topcoat pocket. You'll find a silencer in the other pocket. Screw down the end.
Which end?
Never mind, I'll do it myself.
Oh,
I'm coming, hold everything.
I'll get your gun and silencer out. You can put it on yourself.
All right, all right. Hi.
Hi.
You know Betty.
Sure.
Pleased to meet you.
You know that guy, dope.
Oh.
Well, James, you know why I'm here?
I most certainly do, and you're right on time. You came for the payoff, right?
It's right.
Here's the gun and silencer, Dad.
What's that for?
Nothing. I just want to keep them in my suit pocket, that's all. How much would you say I owed you?
What you promised? $5,000. Your life is worth that, isn't it?
Yes, it is. But your life isn't.
Hey, don't!
Oh. Gee, Daddy. Is he dead?
Wait a minute, I'll make sure. Yeah, he's dead all right.
Gee, alive one minute and dead the next. That's life, isn't it?
Yes, my brilliant accomplice, it is.
You know, Daddy, when you said for me to get you that gun, I was scared.
Why?
I thought maybe you were going to kill me.
Why would I kill you, genius?
Why?
Yeah.
Well, because. 'Cause I know too much.
We're almost at the morgue, Vance. You want to tell me now why you developed a sudden interest in a very ordinary shooting?
Yes, Markham. You called me a little while ago to tell me that an ex-heavyweight fighter named Joe Stockton had been found shot to death.
That's right. After quitting the ring, Stockton became a strong-arm man for a racket gang. This sounded to me like just an ordinary gangland rub-out. I called you only because I'd promised to advise you of anything that happened since George Foster was killed.
That, of course, is the mysterious murder that has me confused.
You've got a lot of company.
Oh?
Mrs. Foster positively identifies Norman James as her husband's murderer. And we saw James in a restaurant at the time of the murder. Now, how can that be?
It can be very easily.
It can?
Yes.
Well, maybe you'd better tell me as long as it's so easy.
Well, this Joe Stockton, the one whose body we're going to see, he's about 5'10".
Just about.
Heavy set.
Yes, why?
Practically bald, about 40.
Why, yes. How did you know?
I didn't know. I merely surmised.
Oh.
And I also more than surmise now that I can give you the details of how Norman James could have killed George Foster. One more question. Did Stockton have a scar on his cheek?
Definitely not.
Oh.
What's the O for?
It's for the sudden collapse of a beautiful theory. I take back all my previous questions, Markham. They mean absolutely nothing now. I'm afraid I don't know how Norman James could be in two places at once after all. Nor do I know how I can ever again find that beautiful blonde.
This is District Attorney Markham. The Scarface murder case opened with the killing of George Foster. Foster's wife, who saw the murder, positively identifies Norman James, still at liberty, as her husband's killer. But Vance and I are certain we saw James in a restaurant at the time of the murder. The killing of a petty racket strong-arm man proves no clue, even though Philo Vance believed it might at first. At the moment, Vance and I are questioning Mrs. Foster again.
Neither Mr. Markham nor I are doubting you, Mrs. Foster. But what reason did Norman James have to kill your husband?
Reason. Is the reason important? I saw him do it. Isn't that enough?
Not with the situation we find ourselves in, Mrs. Foster.
Well...
It'll be your word against his, and he has us to back up his alibi. Perhaps your giving us a reason for his killing your husband might help us.
All right. My husband borrowed money from Norman James. I never knew his name, but I'd seen his face when he came to the house. My husband was supposed to pay him a very high interest rate, and he couldn't pay it. He couldn't pay James back, so he was killed.
So that's Norman James's racket.
That's right.
That second murder could have explained all this so easily, Markham.
But it didn't. What are we going to do to break James's alibi, Vance?
If I could find that blonde he was with at the restaurant, that might do it.
I don't see how.
I do, but it's too early for me to explain. Lend me an officer from the homicide department, a telephone book, and I might be able to locate her.
You don't know her name?
No, nor where she lives, but let me have what I asked for, and there's still a chance I can trace her for you.
For me?
I beg your pardon. For both of us.
That's all, sir. Shave, haircut, massage, all finished. Pay the cashier, will you, please? Yes, I would. Who's next, please?
I am, Charlie.
Ah, it's you, Mr. James. You want a shave, maybe?
I want something, Charlie. But there's no maybe about it. You owe me $100. I want the 100 or $10 interest.
Mr. James, I wanted to ask you something. Things were a little tough.
They're tough for me, too. You wanted the money, you asked me for it. You got it. You know you'd have to pay me, didn't you?
Yes?
Well, what are you waiting for?
I haven't got it, Mr. James. Maybe I'll have it for you tomorrow.
Tomorrow, huh?
Yeah, tomorrow, sure. Give me another day, will you, Mr. James? Just one more day.
Okay. That'll be $2 more interest for that extra day. I'll be back tomorrow about this time. Better have the money, Charlie. Or the interest.
I'll try.
If it'll help any in your trying. Remember what happened to George Foster. He owed me money and he didn't pay. So I paid him off.
Oh, never mind, thank you. Goodbye.
Well, any luck, Williams?
Oh, Mr. Vance. Any more numbers for me to call?
There are only about 3 more on my list. I think I'll make the next call myself.
Okay, you try for luck. Here's the phone.
Thanks. Let's see.
We called about 30 numbers, didn't we, Mr. Vance?
So far, yes. I'm sure this has to work.
Oh, maybe if I knew what you were trying to do.
Shh.
Hello, Salon.
How do you do? My name is Philo Vance. I'm trying to find a girl.
I wish you luck, brother. Happy hunting.
Just a moment, please. I'm hoping that this particular girl is one of your customers.
Well, what's her name?
Well, I don't know.
Oh, you're a big help. What's she look like?
She's blonde.
That's big news.
I'd say she was the kind of girl who'd come into your establishment about 3 times a week. Does that help any?
Well, it might. Give me a little bit more to work on.
She's about 5'8", very attractive, very smart dresser. Her hair is blonde, but not golden.
Platinum, huh? Dark eyebrows, nice mouth, gray eyes.
Well, I don't know what color her eyes are. Do you know somebody that answers that description?
Yes.
Well, that's fine.
Does that make me a landmark for tourists?
You are, as far as I'm concerned. I'm coming down to see you right away.
You're the district attorney. You've got to help me. Norman James will kill me, just like he killed George Foster. He'll kill me.
I know, Charlie. I heard you. You're a barber and you borrowed money from James and can't pay him back. Is that it?
Well, he lends money to a lot of us people. Barbers, newsstand men, taxi drivers. But we have no security, so he charges us high interest. And when we don't pay, he has us beaten up. He killed George Foster. He told me he did. You got to protect me. You got to arrest him.
I could arrest him, of course. I could have had him arrested when Foster's wife identified him for us. But I'm sure I can't make a charge stick against him.
Well, what does that mean? That he can take me out and kill me if he wants?
No, I'll see that you're protected all day tomorrow and up until the time when Philo Vance gets the evidence he needs against James.
Why can't you arrest him? Why don't you put him in jail? He threatened me, didn't he? Charging those high rates of interest is illegal, isn't it? Why can't you arrest him?
Perhaps I will. In any event, Charlie, you have nothing to worry about. I give you my word that you won't be bothered by Norman James again.
Daddy.
Don't bother me, will you?
A lot of men say I bother them. Isn't that silly?
Everything they put in your face, they left out in your head, kid.
I bet you don't think I have any brains.
That's the only bet you ever made that you had a chance of winning. What do you want?
I want to go out.
Where to?
The beauty parlor. Where do you think? Gee, you're stupid.
Yeah, I know. You've been to the beauty parlor once this week already.
You said I could go any place where there weren't any men, didn't you?
Well,
There's no men in a beauty parlor except Antoine. He just does my hair.
you need work on the inside of your head, kid.
Oh, can I go, Daddy? It's only right down the street. I'll be back in a couple of hours. It doesn't take long for my hair to dry.
Okay, go ahead. You'll pester me to death if I don't let you.
Oh, thanks.
And when I get down to see Charlie the barber, you'll sneak out anyhow. So go ahead. I'll pick you up there.
Okay.
What are you going to have done?
Oh, I think I'll have my hair just a shade lighter. Don't you think that'd be becoming?
I guess
Just a shade lighter.
I don't know. Where I sit, you're lightheaded enough already.
You know something? I don't mind sitting under this hairdryer at all. Not a bit.
I am glad, madame.
Madame?
Yes.
I'm not a madame. I'm more of, whatever it is that means I'm younger.
Yes, miss.
You know, you're cheating me. You ain't French.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. I like you. I like you as well as I liked Antoine. Except your mustache is cuter. I think I'll have you every time I come in here. I'm a very good tipper.
Oh, I'm sure you are.
Oh, I'm sleepy. noise from that dryer makes me sleepy.
Well, why not sleep a little then?
I can't. The noise from the dryer keeps me awake.
Oh.
Can you play solitaire?
I imagine so.
I just learned to play.
That's quite an achievement.
It sure amazed Daddy.
Daddy?
Oh, forgot you're new here. I met Mr. James. He's waiting for me downstairs.
I hope he won't mind waiting a little longer.
He'll wait. Got a lot of patience. He has to have with me. The only time he doesn't have any patience is when he's jealous.
Oh, he's jealous?
I'll say. He killed a guy just because he took me out once. How do you like that?
Joe Stockton?
That's a guy?
Uh-huh.
Say, you read the papers, don't you? So do I. Gee, the things you can learn.
Yes, I know. From other things besides newspapers.
What?
Oh, it doesn't matter. You say your friend Mr. James is waiting for you downstairs?
Yeah, but he won't mind.
Well, we won't keep him waiting long. I'll just turn the dryer up a little so we can get everything over in a hurry.
There's Daddy. I mean, Mr. James.
That's nice.
Standing over there in the doorway waiting for me, just like I said he would be. Oh, thank you very much for doing my hair so well.
Oh, it's quite all right. And I think I want a word with your daddy.
Sure, I'll get him. Daddy!
Yeah, baby.
Come on over here.
Look, kid, let's get moving. We gotta...
This nice man wants to speak to you. He just did my hair. Don't you think it looks beautiful?
Hello, James. We meet again.
You're Philo Vance.
That's right. And after what your friend here just told me, I think I've got all I need to turn you over to the district attorney.
After what I told you, I didn't tell you anything. Besides, I saw Philo Vance in the restaurant. He didn't have a mustache.
The one this guy's wearing comes off. Can't you see it's a phony? Better you don't, I could beat
I
you.
don't think you can do anything at all, James, except come with me to see Mr. Markham.
That's one man's opinion. Betty talked you smart enough to put everything together. I'm getting out of here.
I doubt that.
Okay, Vance, let's play rough. All
right.
Oh, you killed him, Vance. You killed Daddy.
No, my dear, I didn't. I just knocked him out. I didn't kill him. I wouldn't dream of sparing the state all that trouble.
I'm a patient man, Vance, a very patient man, but I'm also a very curious one. Now, we know from his confession and from what his girl Betty told us that Norman James did kill George Foster and later the ex-prize fighter Joe Stockton. But we did see James in the restaurant at the time Foster was killed.
Did we?
Of course we did. He was sitting over in a corner with his girl. The girl was making eyes at you, you claimed. Then they left, we followed, and there was James sitting in the foyer.
Markham, do you remember why I thought the prize fighter Joe Stockton would have a scar on his cheek when we were en route to the morgue to identify him?
Yes, but he didn't have. I told you that.
It was Joe Stockton who was in the restaurant, Markham, not Norman James.
Oh, don't tell me that. I spoke to James myself. So did you, in the foyer.
Oh, that was Norman James. But the man in the restaurant, the one we saw with the girl between 7 and 8, was Joe Stockton.
Stockton?
He was built like James, sat in the shadows so we couldn't really see his face, and he made sure we noticed the scar on it.
You mean the scar was just makeup that was put on Joe's cheek?
Exactly. Now, here's what happened. The girl had instructions to attract my attention. Your attention, that is, because you're the district attorney, and you were to be Norman James' alibi.
I see. It was all set up for us to follow the two of them out the door. Then they were to disappear into the street, and Norman James was to be found by us seated in the restaurant foyer. He denied there had been a girl with him to intrigue us, to make sure we remembered him.
That was the plan, and it worked.
Yes.
You see, James had time to kill George Foster between 7 and 8 and to get to the restaurant afterwards, just as we were leaving.
And then later, James had to kill Joe because of the possibility that Joe would either blackmail him or talk in the future.
That's right. It was a very clever plan, and it almost worked. I figured the girl would be a key to all of this, and I also knew that a girl such as she would be a beauty parlor addict. She'd go to one several times a week. Probably a swanky one. So I called all the better beauty parlors in Midtown and finally found the right one.
You most certainly did. That was quite a trick, finding a girl in a big city without knowing anything about her.
Thank you. After I found her, I also found a way of making her talk. The result you know. She put Norman James right in the middle of a double murder rap.
Put him in the middle and us at the end of the Scarface murder case.
With a knife in his back, a nameless Filipino in San Francisco. With a bullet in her body, a girl in mid-Pacific. But there were others. There were so many others. 8,000 of them on an island in the Philippines.
The National Broadcasting Company presents Christopher London, created especially for radio by the world's foremost mystery writer, Earl Stanley Gardner. Produced and directed by William N. Robeson, and starring Mr. Glenn Ford.
I am Christopher London. The whole thing started with a vague conversation about the murder of an unknown Filipino. Mr. Anders, president of the San Francisco Sugar Company, either could not or would not say what, if anything, he suspected.
I'm sorry, Mr. London. I can't tell you what I think because I don't know what I think.
I get the impression that it's not the murder that worries you.
Why should it? I never saw the man. I've no idea who he was or why he tried to get to me. The knife in his back, the doctors wonder how he ever made it to my door.
A knife in his back with your name and address in his pocket. And his body terribly scarred as if he'd been beaten for years.
Yes, it's all very mysterious. Yeah. But the police are investigating. I suppose they'll learn the truth in time. That's not what I wanted to see you about.
Well, what else, then?
The price of sugar.
The price of sugar?
Exactly. Now, this is all I can tell you.
Uncle Ted, I wonder
Oh, come in, dear.
Oh.
This is Christopher London, my niece Linda.
Oh, I've heard about you, Mr. London.
Oh, now, whatever you've heard, I deny every word of it.
Is Mr. London sailing with me, Uncle Ted?
Maybe on the same ship would be a better way to put it. Yes, my dear, I want him to go to Manila.
Oh, then you'd better go, Mr. London. Whether you want to or not, you're as good as aboard ship already.
Well, I'd better get ashore, Mr. London.
Oh, there's still a few minutes.
Yeah, I suppose. How do you like your stateroom?
Oh, it's very elegant.
Good. Now, is there anything else you want to know?
Well, you want me to find out how a company named Southern Cross is able to go on underselling your product. And that's all?
That's all. Frankly,
Mr. Anders, I don't get the reason for all this outlay of money here. This stateroom is...
Don't you? Maybe it's because if you don't come back, I'd like to think you died in luxury.
All ashore, let's go in ashore.
Well, London, bon voyage. Linda will be waiting for me at the gangway. Keep an eye on her, will you? And look out for yourself, too.
The ship was beautiful, the night was dark, and the sea was calm. Hawaii was a long way beyond the horizon, and Manila and the Philippines still farther. The girl beside me at the rail was very, very lovely. She sighed rather happily and said,
My uncle said you'd probably ask me a lot of questions.
Did he, Miss Anders?
Won't Linda do?
Linda?
Christopher.
Now that we've got that settled, let's get back to the questions your uncle said I would ask. Did he say what they'd be?
Not exactly.
Well, did he say what your answers would be?
Not
exactly, yes.
Shall we walk around the deck?
We walked once around the deck, and then we went into the cocktail lounge and had a coffee and brandy at a little table in a quiet corner.
You know, Christopher, I think this is going to be a good voyage.
I hope it is. Have you ever been out to Manila before?
Oh, lots of times. I've gone with my uncle every time he went ever since I can remember. My parents died when I was a baby, if that explains anything.
It does. A little. I suppose you know a lot about your uncle's business, then.
That's one of the questions he said you'd ask me.
And the answer?
The answer is yes. I think I know as much about his business as he does.
You're a very interesting girl, Linda.
You know, that's what I always say. I always say, Linda, you're a very interesting girl. Oh, don't look now, but
Howdy,
there's a
folks.
man coming.
You don't know me and I don't know you, but that ain't no reason why we can't yell at each other over the fence, now is it? I'm Jim Blake from Texas, on Lone Star State. And where I go, I buy the drinks. Well, waiter.
Coming, sir.
Won't you sit down, Mr. Blake?
Well, I am sitting, thank you, ma'am. My name's Blake.
Yes, that's what I thought you said. One of the New Jersey Blakes, no doubt.
Well, now, you know that is real funny.
Oh, I'm sorry.
People's always joking me about Texas. What'd you say your name was?
I didn't say. However, it's London, Christopher London.
Well, I'm mighty glad to know you, Chris. What'll you and Mrs. London have?
"15 or 20 years later, Linda and I pried ourselves out of the heart of Texas. She said she was tired, so I took her to her stateroom door. Good night, Linda. Sleep well.
Oh, come in for a minute.
What? All right.
Just for a minute. There's something I want to give you. Sit down while I find it. Maria, not finished yet?
No, ma'am, but pretty...
Linda's personal maid, a pretty girl from the islands, was still unpacking trunks. In a moment, Linda returned with a small, decorated jewel case in her hands.
Oh, here it is. Christopher, keep it for me, will you?
Oh, now, look, if this is jewelry, you'd better give it to the purser. Keep it in a safe.
It's not jewelry.
Well, then, do you mind if I ask just what it...
Well, it's nothing. It's just that I'd rather you kept it.
All right. Good night, Linda.
Until tomorrow, Christopher.
I took the jewel case back to my stateroom and found that somebody had shoved a note under my door. It read, "Take off that beard, we know you." The writer had a sense of humor. But in my experience, the most dangerous enemies are those that laugh. I took a closer look at the little jewel case. It had one of those intricate Chinese locks that are easy to break, but not easy to open without the proper key. I put the box in a pillowcase and carried it to the office of the ship's doctor.
Now, what can I do for you, Mr. London?
Your laboratory is equipped with X-ray, I suppose, Doctor?
Yes, of course.
Well, I know this sounds a little strange, but I wonder if you'd take a picture of this box here, just as it is. It was exactly what I expected. I carried the box back to my stateroom, shoved it under the bunk, and went to bed. I don't know how long I'd been asleep when suddenly there was a knock on the door. I was out of bed like a shot. Just a second. Yes?
Miss Anders asked if you will come at once.
What? Oh, yes, all right. I'll be there in a minute. I put on a pair of pants and shirt, hurried into the corridor, and collided with...
Look where you're going, can't you? Oh, well, howdy, London.
Sorry, in a hurry.
Come in, Christopher.
What's the matter?
Well, nothing's the matter. I just couldn't sleep, and I was lonely.
Oh, no. Oh, look. Look, do you realize it's 2 a.m.?
Well, of course, if you'd rather go back to bed.
All right. What do you want to do?
Would you like to play some gin rummy?
No, I wouldn't like to play some gin rummy.
Oh. Well, men love to talk about themselves. Let's talk about you.
Okay, get the cards. We played a few hands in silence, and then Linda asked...
Christopher.
What?
What did you think of Mr. Blake, the Lone Star Stranger?
You ever been in Texas?
No, why?
Oh. Well, I wonder if he has.
You mean you think...
Oh, forget it. Here, I've got gin.
Oh.
And now, if you think that I've been away from my cabin long enough, I'm going back.
Away from your cabin long enough? I don't understand.
Well, I just wondered if that precious jewel box of yours would still be there.
Christopher, you don't think somebody's taken it?
Would it make any difference?
You opened it. But you had to break the lock off, didn't you?
Oh, what are you talking about?
Because the lock was filled with solder. It couldn't be opened.
Well, I didn't open the case, Linda.
Then why are you so casual about it?
Because it was filled to the top with just what you said was in it. Nothing.
But,
No, I'll save you the trouble of asking. I had the thing x-rayed.
Oh.
Yes, you can say that again.
Oh, forgive me, Christopher. It was just a sort of a trial. My uncle and I wanted to be sure you were clever enough for this job. And you are clever, Christopher. Really clever. You're the only man I ever met who's smarter than I. Christopher, would you consider kissing me goodnight?
Yeah, I'll consider it. When I finally got back to my stateroom, the jewel case was no longer under the bed where I'd put it. But I think that as I went to sleep again, I may have had a smile on my face. The days that followed were filled with shuffleboard, and the nights were filled with dancing. Jim Blake, the Texas steer, was usually close by, but in time you got used to him, as you would a bad head cold. Every night when I turned in, I could expect to find another humorous little message tucked under my door, such as, roses are red, violets are blue, sugar is sweet, and you'll be a long time dead. Meanwhile, in odd moments with Linda, I managed to get a little more information about sugar growing and refining. One moonlit night, when we were together on the boat deck.
Isn't it magic, darling? Isn't it simply magic? Christopher, I'm talking to you.
What? Oh, I'm sorry.
What are you thinking about?
Oh, sugar, I guess.
Oh.
Now, you say this Southern Cross Company is selling sugar at a price that is actually below your cost.
That's right.
Well, are your costs higher than they should be?
They're as low as any in the industry, and I don't want to talk about it now, darling.
Oh, perhaps they may have developed some new and better method of refining sugar.
Possibly. That's what you're supposed to find out. Christopher. I'm cold.
A few days after leaving Honolulu on the way to Manila, we entered a bank of thick fog, like a damp, clinging shroud. And it was in the fog that tragedy struck, suddenly and without warning. I was standing at the rail near the stern, looking out at nothing, listening to the foghorn and the beat of the ship's engines, when... I couldn't see a thing. I ran in the direction of the sound. Groping through the fog, I found a white coat flapping emptily, cotton of boat davit. It was Linda's coat.
You are listening to Christopher London, starring Glenn Ford.
It was an apparently harmless mission that Anders had asked me to undertake, simply to find out how it was possible for a rival sugar refining company to undersell his product. Mr. Anders had warned me that the job might be dangerous, and so it was. I stood on deck in the swirling fog, holding Linda's coat in my hands and feeling sick at heart. The liner's searchlights were vainly glaring through the mist, but it was useless, and everybody knew it. I started for the radio room to send a message to Anders when a vague figure moved behind me.
Christopher, who was it?
Linda.
What's the matter? And what are you doing with my coat?
Linda.
I told Maria to wear it when I sent her to look for you, and then Christopher. Was it Maria?
I'm afraid so.
Oh, poor Maria.
An hour or so later, I found Texas Jim Blake in the bar.
Well, howdy, London. double scotch and soda for my friend here.
Very good, sir.
Well, that was right nasty business about Miss Anders' maid, wasn't it? I understand you think you heard a shot.
Yeah, I heard a shot.
Real honoring. Who do you think would have wanted to kill that poor girl? If I was in charge of this boat, I'd look for a gun that had been fired lately.
Well, I doubt if you'd find it at the bottom of the ocean.
You think you'd throw it overboard?
Wouldn't you?
Well, now, I suppose I would. That reminds me of a story I heard about a cowpoke back in Texas. Seems he was
Mr. Blake, do you ever get tired of that accent?
How's that? What? I just talk the way folks talk in Texas. This ain't no accent, son. That's Texas talk.
Yeah, okay. Oh, by the way, were you in Dallas or Galveston when Maria was shot and pitched over the side?
London, let me ask you a simple question. Why do you care where I was at when that shot was fired? You think I killed her?
Did you?
In Texas...
Yes, I know. In Texas, they shoot men for less than that.
You're joking me again, London. Hey, you know, London, I've been thinking. Now, naturally, I know Miss Linda and her uncle is interested in the sugar business in the Philippines, and just as it happens, I got an interest in sugar myself. I'm starting a company named the Southern Cross. You ever hear of it?
Southern Cross Sugar? Yeah, sure, I've heard of it. They got a plantation of something like 50 square miles on the island of Negros, haven't they?
Yeah, 50 square miles of sugar cane. That's what they tell us poor stockholders. But I'm from Texas, and I don't believe nothing that I don't see. Folks that run this shindig say we can sell more sugar and cheaper than any other company in the world. Well, I got money in this proposition, Chris. Good Texas money, and I'm going to see for myself. You and Miss Linda wouldn't want to come along, would you? Sort of look over the plantation with me?
Why, Mr. Blake, I just bet Miss Linda and I would be charmed to look over the Southern Cross plantation with you.
Oh, you're always joking me, London, but I mean that invitation. Seriously.
And I mean it. Seriously.
Well, then that is just wonderful. Tomorrow we'll be in Manila. I got me a boat waiting for me, and they tell me the trip to Negros just ain't nothing. Have another drink.
A little later, I went down to Linda's stateroom to escort her to dinner.
All right, Christopher. I'm ready.
Linda, I've been talking to Jim Blake.
Oh, the Texas steer?
He's not funny. I think he's a killer.
What?
Yes, I think he tried to kill you and got Maria instead. Now he wants you and me to visit the Southern Cross plantation. Says he has Texas money in it.
But why, Christopher? I don't understand. Why would he...
It's either a trap or a showcase. I don't know.
Well, I still don't
Well,
understand.
neither do I. Whatever it is, though, you're going to stay in Manila while I take a look at it. There's no point in us both taking a chance. I left Linda in Manila at the local office of her uncle's company. Blake and I went on together to the island of Negros and the huge Southern Cross plantation. It rained constantly, and the growl of distant thunder was almost continuous. The director of the plantation was a suave, expressionless fellow named Juan Ibarra, who used words as if he were translating from another language.
Coming from the south is bad weather, senores. Very bad storm.
Well, if you haven't been in a Texas storm, you don't know what a storm is really like. What time is it, Chris?
That's about 4.
Well, now, let me see. We done pretty well for one day's inspection. We gone through the refinery from top to bottom, saw the loading dock, drove through one of the fields of sugar cane. Well, what do you say we go back to the house and have us a drink?
Yes, I could use one, Blake. While we drove back to the director's house, I asked a few innocent questions. Ibarra?
Si, senor.
Tell me, how many men does it take to do the work on a place this size?
It take 7,000, 8,000 maybe.
7,000, 8,000? Oh, that's a lot of men. Where do you keep them?
Where do I keep them?
Yes, I mean, where do they live?
See, on the plantation. Here they live.
Yes, I know that.
Hey, Chris, I've been thinking about that refinery. You much of an engineer?
Enough to understand the simple process as refining sugar. It seemed like a good plant.
As you say, Senor London, the plant is good, but it is just the same like many others. No difference.
Yes, I suppose so. But I was asking about the workers on the place. Hey, what's that? No, wait a minute. Stop the car. Look, I said stop the car.
No, Senor London. It is not to be wise to interfere.
Well, they're whipping that poor devil to death.
Maybe he deserves it, huh, Ibarra?
Well, nobody could deserve punishment like that.
It is the only thing the bad ones understand, Senor London.
And the subject was dropped. Just like that. A few moments later, Ibarra led Blake and me out in front of the plantation house and drove the Jeep away to the garage. For a moment, we stood together in the rain. He seemed a little subdued.
Yeah, too bad about what we seen back there. I guess they ain't real human, though. They're more like animals.
Well, would you beat a horse or a dog to death?
As a stockholder in this here plantation, I'm going to talk to Ibarra about that. You coming in?
No, you go on ahead. I'll be right with you.
Okay, I sure am soaking. Rain ain't nothing like Texas rain.
There was something ominous about the place. Not just the steady rain or the thunder grumbling in the distance. Not just the cruelty I had glimpsed in the sodden jungle. No, it was something more. It was something worse than I was willing to let myself believe. As I entered the house, I saw that the living room was dark and apparently deserted. But there was a log blazing in the fireplace, so feeling damp and cold, I went and held my hands to its warmth.
Senor London?
What? Oh. Well, hello.
I am Dolores, Senor London.
Hello, Dolores.
I was told you like scotch and soda.
Yes, I
have
do.
a drink all ready for you. Here, by the fire. A drink for me, too.
Well, you or somebody seems to think of everything. No, thanks. You're Mrs. Ibarra, I suppose?
No, senor. I am just Dolores.
Oh.
Is your drink as you would have it?
Yes, it's just right, Dolores.
Senor.
Yes, Dolores. Just right.
How can I say it? I had expected you to be the same. Like other friends of that pig Ibarra. But you are different. So very different.
Save it. I suppose you were told to get me to talk. Another time it might be kind of pleasant to play that game. But not tonight. I'm tired.
Senor.
There's something I want to ask you, though, even though I don't expect an answer. If I asked you to come away with me, away from this plantation, right now, tonight, would they let us go?
I do not know.
That's the answer I expected. Well, I'm going to change it to some dry clothes. How long she'd been standing there in the doorway, I don't know. I hadn't heard a sound, but as I turned away from Dolores and started to my room...
Hello, Christopher.
Linda, I told you not to come.
Aren't you glad to see me?
Now, Linda, I wasn't hired to be your companion or your bodyguard. Now, I was hired to make one single investigation.
Yes, how's the investigation going, Christopher?
Well, your uncle wants to know how Southern Cross is able to undersell him. I think I'm beginning to understand.
Christopher, I got a wire in Manila from my uncle. He's making some kind of a deal. He wants you to drop the whole thing.
And that was that. I was just to drop the whole thing. But the whole thing was something I couldn't drop. Too much blood had been shed. Late that night, when the others were asleep, I stole out of the house. The center of the storm had veered around to the east and seemed somewhat nearer. By the flashes of lightning, I found the road I was looking for, the road Ibarra had avoided during our tour of inspection. The path wound through the jungle for perhaps a quarter of a mile and then came to what was unmistakably a concentration camp. The miserable collection of shelters was completely surrounded by a high stockade of steel and barbed wire. The single gate was guarded by a sentry with a Tommy gun. One look was enough. Now I knew the secret of the Southern Cross's success. Forced labor. Slavery. I returned to the house and cautiously opened the door.
Well, howdy, Chris. Been out walking, have you? Take his gun, bar.
It will be better you do not move, Senor London. Gracias.
Christopher, I told you to drop the whole thing. Now see what you've done. You've ruined everything.
It's late, but I guess we don't feel much like sleeping now, do we? So let's just sit down in front of the fire and swap yarn.
Isn't one of the mob missing? Where's Dolores?
We don't need her for this little party. Come here, baby. Come here and sit down beside me.
All right, Jim.
Now, if we're all together, I'll call the meeting to order.
What happened to that Texas drawl, partner?
I guess I'm just a big ham at heart, but it serves a purpose. With that twang, you can talk to anybody and get away with practically anything.
Christopher saw through it, though. The night we sailed.
Yeah, London's smart. He's a lot too smart for his own good. I kept telling him that on those notes I left for him under his cabin door.
Look, will I be interrupting if I ask a few questions?
No, go ahead.
Well, first about me. I assume you have some kind of plan in mind?
Oh, yes. Yes, indeed.
Yes, well, that's what I figured.
If only you'd listened to me, Christopher, before it was too late.
This talk avails us nothing. Why can we not dispose of Senor London without delay further?
Take it easy. There's no hurry. Yeah. Anything else you want to know, London?
I think I already know most of it. I suppose the Filipino who was killed in San Francisco came from here.
Yes, that's right. Managed to sneak off the place somehow.
I see.
Naturally, I had to kill him.
That was close.
Scared, baby.
I hate these storms.
Well, I didn't know you scared so easily, Linda. Oh, by the way, was it you who killed your maid, Maria?
Well, I had to, Christopher. She caught Jim and me together and guessed how it was. She said she was going to tell you, so I had to.
You know, Linda, for a nice girl, you're something out of a nightmare.
Christopher, you shouldn't talk to me like that. After all, it wasn't as if
I think that hit the house. Listen.
It is Dolores. I will go.
There was a split second of confusion, but a split second can be the difference between life and death. I threw myself at Blake, slamming my shoulder into his chest, and we crashed to the floor. I got out of there with a broken left arm and a revolver. I don't know whether it was Blake's or Ibarra's. I don't know how much damage I did, but at least there was nobody following me as I retraced the road to the slave stockade. The sentry was standing at the gate holding a Tommy gun cradled in his arm. I got as close to him as I could, sheltered by the trunk of a huge mahogany tree, less than 15 feet from the gate. And then he heard me.
Halt! Who goes there?
Now listen to me very carefully. I'm giving you a chance to save your life. Drop your gun and open that gate.
Who are you?
A friend. Open the gate and let those men out. And I'll give you one more chance. I don't want to hurt you. Now let those men out. Well, if that's the way it's got to be...
And Linda, she's dead too?
Yes, Mr. Anders. With the others. When the men streamed out of the stockade, there was no stopping them. But she died instantly with a bullet through her heart.
What she did sounds as impossible as all the rest of it. Then actual slavery sounds impossible, too.
Have you any idea how much actual slavery still exists in the world today? It's not a comforting thought, but one we can't afford not to think about. Freedom is still something to fight for.
That was Christopher London, starring Glenn Ford, and created especially for radio by the world's most widely read mystery writer, Earl Stanley Gardner. Christopher London is produced and directed by William N. Robeson and was tonight written by Mindred Lord. Musical score was composed and conducted by Lynn Murray. Mr. Ford's supporting company included Joan Banks, Virginia Gregg, Barton Yarborough, Ted DeCorsia, Alan Reed, and Ben Wright. Mystery fans, you'll find two other great pulse-packed adventure programs on most of these NBC stations every Monday night. Listen tomorrow night for Night Beat and Dangerous Assignment in 1 hour of intrigue and adventure on NBC. On Night Beat, you'll meet Randy Stone as portrayed by Frank Lovejoy. You'll travel the night beat of a newspaper with Randy as he searches the big city for a story to make good reading in the morning edition. Then it's time for Brian Donlevy in Dangerous Assignment. Wherever there's trouble brewing throughout the world, there you'll find soldier of fortune Donlevy chasing down the forces of evil to their very lairs. These two programs, Night Beat and Dangerous Assignment, add up to 1 hour of the best in action-packed adventure mystery, and you'll hear them both tomorrow night on NBC. And be with us again next week at this time when Christopher London returns with another exciting excursion against crime. Stay tuned for the Phil Harrises and then Sam Spade on NBC.
From Hollywood, it's time now for Edmund O'Brien as...
Johnny Dollar.
This is Bob Case, Dollar, Piedmont Mutual. I've got to see you right away.
What's the rush?
The girl was pulled out of the East River. It turned out to be a policyholder.
What am I, a private eye? Why don't you go to the police to find your killers?
Oh, we know the killer. He's being executed right after midnight. What we want to know about is the victim.
Edmund O'Brien in another transcribed adventure of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to Home Office Piedmont Mutual Life Insurance Company, Hartford, Connecticut. The following is an accounting of expenditures during my search for the beneficiary of policyholder Pearl Carassa. Expense account, item 1, $4.50, mileage, Hartford to Sing Sing Prison, last place of residence of the girl's convicted murderer, Monty Pruitt. He was sitting in his cell playing solitaire.
Hey, what time is it?
About 11, Marty.
An hour more. How much you say the policy was for?
$5,000.
5,000. That's funny. Just what I got paid for the job. Who'd she leave it to, the old lady?
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew she would.
You know where I can find the beneficiary?
The beneficiary? You didn't know the beneficiary, did you?
Never had the pleasure.
If you'd known her, you wouldn't be looking for her.
Mrs. Carrassa's virtues are none of my business, Marty. The company has $5,000, and I've got to help them get rid of it. What good are you doing yourself by not telling me where she is, if you know?
What time is it now?
A little after 11.
Boy, did that money look good. You know all the things you can do with $5,000? This girl back home. I was going to get married. Nah. I wasn't going to get married. I'd have put it in roulette like all them other times.
You never did say who hired you.
No, that's right. I never did.
Marty, I know you've been through this before, but you got to admit it's a good point. You're going to die, and the real murderer is getting off free. Does that make sense to you?
What's your business, mister?
Insurance.
Stick to it.
I think I will.
You know what I'd do if I was you? I'd take that $5,000 and put it in flowers.
Thanks, anyway.
Hey, Dollar, let me give you some last-minute advice. Leave it alone. It's the most unnatural mess you ever got yourself into in all your life.
Expense account, item 2, $3.56, mileage, Ossining, New York to police headquarters, New York City, where the next morning, Lieutenant Bernard Goldberg offered me photographs of the dead girl, a cigar, and what little information he had.
A body. We got the name off the wallet in her hip pocket.
What?
Slacks.
Oh.
Patrolman down at the docks picked up Marty Pruitt right at the scene. The trial was cut and dried.
Sergeant Riley.
But it's funny about these guys.
Yeah.
He's crazy loyalty to somebody who maybe wouldn't think twice about slitting his own. Yeah?
2 M's and remit.
Darling, 2 M's and remit.
No.
No!
Thanks, Lieutenant.
You don't have any idea where I can start looking for the mother.
Most I can do for you is to give you the girl's last known address. But we've been over the ground 100 times. It's a rooming house. Nice but stupid old couple that don't know nothing.
This Seattle address on the policy.
1941. Then San Diego, then to Cairo, maybe. Who can know? But we're still working on it.
Hey, Lieutenant, how do you spell parasitical?
Darling, parasitical.
Tell him to look it up.
Look it up, Sergeant. What am I, a Webster?
Expense account, item 3, $1.50 cab fare to a stack of dirty bricks in the Lower East Side.
Well, you have no business being up here in the first place, and especially with your husband in that condition. Looking for somebody, mister?
Yeah, the manager.
Third door to your right.
Thanks.
Now, don't tell me it's none of my business. Not when I bring soup down there every single day. Why, I never heard the like of you.
Oh,
You haven't
come
any
in.
right to talk.
Howard, why don't you sit down?
Thanks. You the manager?
I am the manager. Howard's the manager.
Well, my name is Johnny Dollar. I'm with the
It's all right. We don't ask for references, do we, Howard?
Except under special circumstances. I'm afraid you misunderstand. I'm not looking for an apartment. I'm an investigator with an insurance company, and I'd like to ask you a few questions.
We never had a fire in this building. That was next door.
They keep rubbish in the basement.
The company's warned them time and time again.
Never does any good.
I'd like some information about a girl who I understand was a tenant here. A Miss Pearl Carassa.
The police were already here, Mr. Dollar.
4 times.
Lieutenant Goldberg thanked us for our cooperation.
She was such a nice girl.
Quiet.
Home-like.
Generous.
Oh, yes, terribly.
How long was she with you?
How long was it, Howard?
Just 2 weeks.
Just 2 weeks. But we got to know her so well. She was such a lonely girl. She used to come down after dinner sometimes and talk about music and all the places she'd been.
Well, where'd she come from originally?
She never said, but she'd been everywhere.
In Florida?
Everywhere.
Did she have any visitors?
Oh, no.
I know. One of the first things she told us was no visitors. If anybody asked for her, she wasn't home. Such a lonely girl. So pretty, too. You think she'd have boyfriends?
No, Mr. Dollar, no visitors.
Did she act as if she were frightened of something?
That's just what the police asked us, and we told them before, and we told them at the trial that we thought she was frightened.
Yes, we had her luggage here for a while, but the police took it.
I've been through it, thanks.
Did you notice all the labels from all over everywhere? Wonder what they're going to do with all those lovely dresses and shoes.
Look, I know the police asked all these questions, but did you happen to notice if she got any mail?
Yes, we did. She didn't.
No, not a single letter, no.
Did she spend much time away from her apartment?
Very little, only.
Yeah, twice a day, once in the morning and once in the afternoon, but she always came back within an hour.
I don't suppose you have any idea where she went.
That's right, we don't.
What'd you say you were again?
Insurance investigation. Thanks for your time. Expense account, item 4, $50 in cab fares. It took me the rest of that day and half of the next visiting neighborhood postal substations. It looked like a beautiful way to waste time, but I was betting on the impossibility that her daily excursions had been for mail. This kind of footpadding taught me very little other than the fact that there are a good number of substations in any given half-hour area. The second afternoon, I dragged into a fruit store which advertised Postal Station 324, along with a special on honeydew melon. I walked up to the little cage. Anything for Carassa today?
Who?
Carassa, general delivery.
Just a minute. Grant?
Carassa, C-A-R-R-A-S-A,
Just
Carassa.
a minute. Yes, here we are. 3 cents postage due, Las Vegas, Nevada.
I looked at the envelope. Pearl Carassa, all right. It had been forwarded from Las Vegas 3 days before. I said something to myself about hard work, patience, and fool's luck, then headed for a phone. This is Dollar, Bob. On the Carassa thing, I'm still cold on the beneficiary, but we've got the girl traced as far as Las Vegas.
Well, That's a long haul for a $5,000 policy. Do you have a final address on her there?
A letter was forwarded to General Delivery here in New York that was originally addressed to the Rambo Club. I got a permit and had it opened. It's nothing but a dressmaker's bill. I guess the Las Vegas Postal Authority sent it on. That's all I got. You want me to follow it up?
Nothing else we can do. You hereby have authorization. Get going.
Expense account, item 6, $200 air travel and expenses to Las Vegas, Nevada. Specifically, the Rambo Club. It's always the same when I hit Las Vegas. I expect to find tuxedos and evening gowns playing the games, but I never do. A bootblack comes in off the street with the last quarter he made and plunks it down on 21. A grandmother with a California pension. A red-headed kid with Oscar's Super Service tattooed on his overalls. I always ask myself, where's all the big money? The answer is they're getting rid of it in the back rooms.
Jackpot on the nickel one. How do you like that?
Oh, boy. Come on.
I told my relief I had to go powder my nose, but what I really wanted was a drink.
Sly, real sly.
Is this taken?
No, sit down.
Thank you.
What do you have, mister?
A good bourbon, soda.
Oh, thanks for your confidence in me. I'll fix you up.
You worked here long?
Have I?
You like Nevada? What's your hometown?
Las Vegas, there I head in the summer.
Yeah, I guess you know a lot of people here, huh?
By sight, mostly. Very few by name. Everybody's a stranger.
Say, maybe you know a friend of mine. I went to school with her. What was her name again? Oh, yeah, Carassa. Pearl Carassa.
Save me my drink, Eddie. I gotta get back to work. Take it easy, mister.
Best bourbon in the house.
Thanks.
That's $1.50. This is a real clip joint.
Yeah, I can see. Yeah.
Thanks.
Say, wait a second. Do you know where I can find Mrs. Henrietta Carassa? She's the mother of a girl that used to hang around here, Pearl. Well?
Yeah. I think I can help you. Harry, take over. Here's your $1.50. Come on.
$60.
Oh, I'm sure going to win it this time. I'll tell you, boy. Wait a minute.
Grace. Grace, will you quit? Grace, will you? Will you quit, Grace? Grace, I'm telling you, quit. Listen to me, Grace. Will you quit? Grace, quit!
Shut up!
The stairway led to the mezzanine. I followed the bartender along the thickly carpeted hall to a door labeled Peter Barron. My benefactor knocked, a shadow loomed on the frosted glass, and just like that, there he was. A long red gash of a scar ran across the left side of his face, twisting it into a humorless smile. The barkeep was dismissed with a nod. We sat down.
Cigar?
Thanks, no.
What can I do for you?
I'm looking for a Mrs. Henrietta Carassa.
Why?
I got business with her.
What kind of business?
Insurance?
She don't need no insurance.
Where can I find her?
She don't need no insurance.
Well, thanks anyhow.
Sit down.
What for?
You see this mark across my face? You know how I got this? Asking foolish questions and not giving the right answers. Suppose you tell me what you want with Mrs. Henrietta Carassa.
I'll tell Mrs. Carassa you were interested.
Oh, look. This is no way to talk to me. Now, I got a lot of respect for your business ethics and all that, but you know how it is sometimes. Now, come on, Mr. Insurance. What do you want with Mrs. Carassa?
Are you a pretty good shot with that thing?
38's my specialty.
In that case, I've got a check.
What kind of a check?
A $5,000 kind of a check.
From whom?
Her daughter.
Pearl?
Pearl. She left her mother $5,000.
How did you trace Pearl to Las Vegas? Never mind. You know what you look like to me? You look like a city official.
It's the pinstripe. Now, how do I find Mrs. Carassa?
It's very simple.
Mike.
Mike, this is Mr. What's your name, Insurance?
Dollar, Johnny.
Take Mr. Dollar to see Mrs. Henrietta Carassa. Treat him gentle. He's got some money for her. The
place looked and sounded the same on the way out, but something was different. Maybe it was the 4 6-footers standing at the door. As they fell in behind me, I thought maybe I'd asked one question too many. At the alley, I found out how right I was.
Phew. He was a tough one. Would have been easier to slip him a Mickey.
In just a moment, we will return to the second act of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. But first, you hear them all on CBS, and some of the funniest parts of that all comes from the bird brain of a woman, Miss Gracie Allen of Burns & Allen. Top troopers on the American stage for years, top radio stars after that. George and Gracie are now playing a big part in CBS's great Wednesday night lineup. Bing Crosby, Groucho Marx, George and Gracie, and Dr. Christian. Join George Burns and Gracie Allen this Wednesday night on most of these same CBS stations. And now, with our star, Edmund O'Brien, we return to the second act of yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
There was a lot more to this case than a $5,000 insurance payoff. I'd sensed that from the beginning. A hired killer with a still unknown employer had searched out the girl in her New York hideaway and done a thorough, if not profitable, job. His warnings, which a man of my profession is bound to ignore, were beginning to materialize. As I woke up, I could hear voices.
Brought another wallet with him and left it at the hotel.
They took him in the alley, and Joe and Harry.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I think he's waking up. Hold his head.
Okay. Hey, you ought to get a doctor for him, maybe.
Nah, doctor.
Well, he looks terrible.
Dollar. Dollar, can you hear me?
Dollar.
Huh?
Where you from?
Yeah, what's this insurance stuff?
Who you really working for?
Is it the New York Police Department?
Where did you get these cards in your wallet?
Come on, Dollar.
Answer me, Dollar.
Give me some water.
Get him some water.
Hey, get some water, Joe.
Now, sit up. Come on, sit up. Here, I'll help you. Yeah.
All right, now what's the idea?
That's what we'd like to know. Where do you know Pearl Carassa from?
Oh, that name.
Come on.
I'm looking for her mother.
What do you want with her mother?
She left an insurance policy. Girl, $5,000.
Hey, here's the water.
Thanks. Who are you?
Pete Barron.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the face is familiar.
You mustn't be bitter, Dollar.
Why?
Why questions?
Look, I'm just a working man. It's so simple. There's a company in Hartford, an insurance company. They sold a policy. The girl aboard it is dead. Policy is for $5,000. The money goes to her mother. All I want to know is, where is Mother?
No kidding. Are you really an insurance man?
No kidding.
Well, why didn't you say so? Why didn't you come right out with it? Why do you go sneaking into bars asking funny questions?
Mister, do you know a Mrs. Henrietta Carassa?
Here in Las Vegas?
Here in Las Vegas.
I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll look it up for you.
Thanks. Now, lay me back down again. Expense account, item 7. $20, doctor bills. Nothing serious, but I couldn't go out in the street looking like that. I stayed in my hotel room for 2 days until the swelling went down. On the third morning, I had a visitor. It was the girl who gave me the brush-off in Rambo's bar. She had an overnight bag with her. There was a label. Bloomington, Indiana.
You're in trouble, you know that?
3 days ago, that information would have done me some good.
I mean, real trouble. You don't think Pete Barron let you out of there because he believed your story.
No more than you think you weren't followed here.
I know. She'd never come here. But Pearl, get a message to her, will you? Tell her never to show up here again.
She won't.
What do you mean she won't?
She's dead.
I got to her.
Do you know why?
I gotta get out of here.
Wait a minute. Why did Pete Barron hire Pruitt to kill her?
Let go. I gotta get out of here.
You came up here for a purpose.
Yeah, but I didn't know she was dead.
You're gonna let him get away with it?
It's narcotics.
The gambling place is up front. They fly it up from Mexico at night and get out by morning. Pearl found out about it, and that's why they did it.
Does Barron know Pearl told you all this?
I don't think so, but I'm not taking any chances. I got a bus ticket. It leaves from across the street. I only got a minute.
Good luck, honey. After she left, I went to the window and watched her leave the hotel and cross the street. A nice girl, I thought. And I wondered how she got mixed up with Barron's crowd. The bus door opened, and she put one foot on the step. She crumpled to the sidewalk. The little overnight bag tumbled into the gutter. I got downstairs just ahead of the deputy sheriff, just after the bus had left. The people were still standing around. She was a nice kid.
You knew her?
Not for long.
Did you see this happen?
Yeah.
Step over here for a second, will you, please? May I have your name, please?
Yeah, sure. Here's my ID card.
Insurance investigation. Something about her?
No, a friend of hers. Pulled out of the East River. Pearl Carassa, shot to death.
Carassa?
Yeah, you didn't know?
Oh, we heard she left town. That was about all. She got mixed up with Pete Barron and her family disowned her. Well, did you see what happened to this girl?
She was just getting on the bus. Sounded like a rifle. She was working for Pete Barron, too.
Yeah, I thought I recognized her.
She just come up to see me. Had quite a story to tell. Barron's running narcotics up from Mexico by plane.
Yeah, so I've heard. We've had our eye on him for months, but we aren't ready to pick him up yet. Why would she tell you that?
She had to tell somebody. She had a message she wanted me to deliver. Pearl.
Well, this is beginning to tie up. But what's insurance got to do with it?
Carassa girl left a policy, $5,000 to her mother.
Her conscience must have bothered her. Comes from one of the finest families in this part of the country and starts downhill with a crowd like that. Well, her mother needs $5,000 like I need 2 haircuts. And, mister, if I were you, I'd take that check out to Carassa's and catch the next plane out of town.
You know something, Sheriff? That's just what I'm going to do. And that's just what I tried to do. Expense account item 8, 50 cents cab fare to the Carassa estate on Juniper Drive. They should have charged admission. There was an ivied stone wall running all around it, and a mile drive through a cactus rock garden to the mansion. I felt a little like a grocery boy delivering a check for a measly $5,000. I was met at the door by a butler in a business suit and was toured around an indoor swimming pool and potted palms to the library. Buried in a large leather chair, reading a 25-cent version of How to Be Your Own Gardener, was the man of the house. I was introduced and left alone with him.
Insurance?
Investigation. How long since you've heard from your daughter?
Oh, such a long time, such a long time. Is she in more trouble?
She's dead, Mr. Carassa.
Dead? Pearl dead? Can't be. What happened?
She was killed.
An accident?
No, it wasn't.
Not an accident.
Someone hired a killer.
Oh. It's my fault. I knew, and I did nothing.
Gregory, I've been looking all over for you. Have you watered the palms today?
No.
You didn't water the palms. Now, Gregory, the leaves will get all yellow and fall all over the floor, and it'll take simply minutes to clean up the mess around the pool. And I told you specifically that the music club had changed from Wednesday to Monday, and Monday is tonight.
This is a man from the insurance company.
How do you do? Now, Gregory, please do this one thing for me. You know how much I have to do.
Henrietta, it's Pearl.
I told you never to speak that name in my presence.
She's dead.
Dead.
She was murdered, Mrs. Carassa, in New York.
I'm not sorry. Maybe I should be, but I'm not. Not in the least. She's never done anything but bring shame to me and to her father. She brought these awful people to the house. To this house, mind you. Humiliating me in front of my friends. She even wanted to marry one of them.
Henrietta, please, not now, Henrietta.
I'm not adept at putting on false grief like you are, Gregory. She was no good. When she brought this man in, I told her right there and then, you're not my daughter. Go to the people that you fit in with. Well, this is the way it had to end. I'm going upstairs.
Mrs. Carassa, just one thing more. If you'll sign this paper, my job will be over. I have a check for you.
A check? What kind of a check?
She left you $5,000.
Me? She left me $5,000.
I remember. The policy she took out in high school. She never canceled it, even when you sent her away.
I don't want it. I don't want it.
Tell me, do you know who killed my daughter?
Well, the man that did the actual killing has already been executed in New York State. The man who hired him, it's only a suspicion. I'd rather not say.
Barron.
What about this check?
I don't think she wants the money. You can tell your company that.
Look, Mr. Carassa, I've come a long way. I'll leave it here. You can sign the form and mail it. Do you mind calling me a cab? Expense account item 9, 50 cents cab fare. Just as we pulled out of the driveway, somebody else pulled in. I don't know if he saw me, but I saw him. It was Pete Barron.
Are you sure, Dollar?
Positive. Sheriff, I woke up looking at that face.
What would Barron be doing at Carrassa's place?
Could be a connection you didn't know about.
Yeah, this could be the tie-up we've been looking for. Somebody who supplied the dough. It's a big operation. I'm sure Barron didn't have enough dough to start it.
Well, what are we waiting for? I rode down with the sheriff. We bypassed the butler by taking him into custody. We heard voices coming from the library and stopped outside the door.
Business, I had to do it. She threatened to go to the police. She may have been your daughter, but she wasn't mine.
Now, why did you tell her?
I didn't. She found out.
She knew about us?
Sure, she knew about you. She knew about everything. She would have turned you and your wife in a long time ago if you hadn't been her parents, but she was willing to turn me in, and I did what I had to. Wasn't my idea, you coming into this thing, but now that you're in it, you gotta learn that things like this happen.
Yes, and things like this happen, too.
Come on.
Drop it, Carrassa.
And look who's here. Hello, Mrs. Carrassa.
Let's go, Carrassa.
No, wait. I want you to know about this woman. I want you to know what she is. All respectability and shine. Chamber music and non-objective paintings in high society. And where did the money come from, Henrietta? From narcotics. From the same people you hated so much.
Gregory, stop it!
I had a tile business before the war, but it wasn't good enough for her. She wanted this place, Italian marble, tapestries. She met Barron in back rooms and arranged to have me buy into his gambling casino. That was the first thing.
Don't you dare put the blame on me.
Whose idea was it to have the narcotics flown in? How many times did I beg you to stop? But you never listened to me. You couldn't keep from impressing the ladies and gentlemen. And when Pearl wanted to marry a decent young man, you insulted him right out of this house. This is the woman who sent her daughter away because her friends were not good enough.
I don't think you need me anymore, Sheriff. I'll just take that check and go home. Expense account, item 10, $200, transportation back to Hartford. I don't know what you can do with the check. If it were up to me, well, I'd use it to clean up the respectable slums. But that's not my problem. Expense account total, $712.55. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, stars Edmund O'Brien in the title role and is written by Gil Dowd and David Ellis, with music composed and conducted by Leith Stevens. Edmund O'Brien can currently be seen starring in the Harry M. Popkin United Artists production, D.O.A. Featured in our cast were Hy Averback, Joseph Kearns, Bill Johnstone, Bill Conrad, Martha Wentworth, Sarah Selby, Howard McNair, and Virginia Gregg. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, is produced and directed by Jaime Del Valle. Join us again next week at this same time when, from Hollywood, Edmund O'Brien returns in another transcribed adventure of...
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
There
is no more pitiful sound in the world than that of a hungry child. And it's a sound which can be easily heard in Europe and Israel, Korea, and the islands to the east. You can do much to help alleviate this condition through your continued purchases of care packages. Help banish the sound of hunger through your donations of care packages now.